high school basketball, and it comes your way tonight from the O'Reilly Family Event Center on the campus of Drury University. Another great battle tonight from the South Side, featuring the Glendale Falcons and the Kickapoo Chiefs. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to O'Reilly. I'm Don West along with Mike McClure. It's the 90th meeting between these great rivals, and Kickapoo leads the all-time series 45-44. Another great matchup here tonight, Mike.
Yes, that's why they call it a rivalry. Just over a year ago, Glendale ended a 14-game losing streak to Kickapoo when they won the championship game of the Glendale Winter Classic. But Kickapoo was able to win the next two meetings here at Drury last year, as well as the big matchup in the district semifinals when Kickapoo ended Glendale's season.
Let's take a look at one of the stars of the Glendale Falcons, and he is a guy that is on a very well-balanced team. Joey Harbor, 15 points a game, and he doubled that against the best team in the area, the Nixa Eagles.
Well, he not only scored 30 points against Nixa, he was 8 for 11 from three-point range. He's hit 63 three-point baskets this year. He is a 40% shooter from beyond the arc.
And the star of the Kickapoo Chiefs is Ryan Rippey, averaging 25 points a game. He's at 1,341 career points, less than 100 away from becoming Kickapoo's career scoring leader.
He chases Kyle Kirk and Billy Brent in that category. He is the true leader of the Chiefs. His father is the head coach. This matchup, this game tonight is all about matchups. Can Ryan Rippey stay out of foul trouble? That will be a big key for Kickapoo tonight.
All right, Glendale and Kickapoo set to go. Another classic battle set to come your way, and it's all coming next right here on MC22.
Hi, I'm Dr. Harshman Chiropractic Clinic. You know, you don't have to live with pain.
I had back pain for years before I came to a chiropractor, and the thing that held me back was the fear. But the pain that I had was only the pain I had before I came here. After that, I had no pain. Dr. Harshman and his staff are all very friendly and cheerful, and it's a pleasant experience to come here.
Call us today for a free consultation, and let's see if chiropractic can help you.
Searching through the web for local information takes more than a few clicks. Until now. With Rabbit.com, you'll see only local business search results in fewer clicks. Plus, Rabbit's a community with reviews, deals, and videos for businesses right around your corner. Rabbit knows where you live and all the best places to eat, shop, and play. Rabbit makes it click. Log on today and you'll be registered to win an Apple iPad when you participate in the Rabbit community. Meet some of the experts in human motion at Cox Health. Using the most advanced technology, they are a world-class team of orthopedic surgeons and physiatrists, offering innovative sports medicine and rehabilitation, a premier fitness and rehab facility, and the region's only orthopedic hospital. It's the expertise to keep you moving.
Hi, this is Mike Pace. MC22 is the only place to find live television coverage of high school basketball anywhere in the Ozarks. Join Don West and the MC22 team as we showcase the top teams, the biggest rivalries, and the rising stars of Southwest Missouri. Take a look at this season's TV schedule and find your team. Watch high school basketball every week right here. Catch it only on MC22.
I'd had a pretty serious injury last year. After that recovery and most of this year, it'd been hard to eat. I'd been tired a lot, and I thought that was a new normal. After about 2 weeks, my metabolism is back to where it was maybe when I was a teenager. I can wake up, I'm awake, I'm ready to go. As it turns out, that's been the real recovery. Yeah, my neck's fine, and it's working just fine. But some of these other things are really quite wonderful.
Call us today for a free consultation, 862-1922.
Another Glendale Kickapoo battle tonight at the O'Reilly Family Event Center. They're going to turn the lights out and have some fun introducing the starters for this game here tonight. The Glendale Falcons are 14-7 for the year. The starters are brought to you by Human Motion Services at Cox Health. Cox Health, experts, friends, neighbors. Glendale has Nolan Betlock starting. He has become a starting guard over the course of the last few games. for the Falcons. Thomas Whitaker with Joey Harbor with his good scoring average. Blake Friedman also capable of lighting it up, averaging 13 a game. He has had as many as 36 in a game this season. And Cameron Johnson, the leading scorer and rebounder for Glendale, 19 points and 10 rebounds a game for Cam at 6'4". Your coaching matchup tonight. For the Glendale Falcons, it's the veteran Sean Williamson in his 8th season as the coach of the Falcons. 110 games over 500, 156 and 46. And for the Kickapoo Chiefs, a chief at heart, Dick Rippey, in his 3rd season as the head coach with a mark of 57 and 21. Kickapoo coming in with an overall mark of 16 and 6 to tonight's game, 4-1 in the Ozark Conference. The Chiefs tonight look like this: a 3-guard set with a freshman, Jack Simpson, Tyler Bussell, who is a junior, and Ryan Thornhill, one of the Chief veteran seniors. Ryan Rippey at 25 points a game, and Chris Ward at 6'5", and the wide body in the middle for Kickapoo. We'll see how he fares on the inside against a quicker Cam Johnson, and how this all shakes out here tonight at the O'Reilly Family Event Center. The officials are Derek Cofield, Jimmy Davidson, and Jim Lawrence. 3-man crew. They saw a good JV game tonight, won by Glendale 71-63. The 90th overall meeting with Kickapoo leading the series 45-44. The last meeting was in the district semifinals last year at Nixa. Kickapoo won 80-69.
When they played here a year ago, Kickapoo won 83-67. Both teams made 8 3-point baskets apiece. This will be a fun one tonight at the O'Reilly Family Event Center.
And it's Kickapoo, the home team for this game, in white, Glendale in red, and it is a red out tonight. Even the Kickapoo players were wearing red before the game in warm-ups. There is Chris Ward for the first 2 of the night.
A 53% shooter from the field, averaging 9 points and 6 rebounds. His play inside will be a key for the Chiefs this evening.
The red out tonight, like it was in this game last year, fundraiser for the American Heart Association. The Kickapoo cheerleaders wearing red tonight as well.
Kickapoo opening up in a 2-3 zone, going to try to stay out of foul trouble early in this one.
Blake Friedman off from 3, and Chris Ward able to secure the rebound for Kickapoo. And Ward will bring it up himself.
This game all about matchups right now, and it's Friedman throwing the assignment early on Ryan Rippey.
Here goes Thornhill. A little too heavy from 3, and it's picked out of the air by Joey Harbor. Back to Harbor from Whitaker, and that's through.
3-point basket number 64 on the season for Joey Harbor.
A 40% three-point shooter. Both teams shoot around 38% from the three-point arc for the season. Into Rippey. And it won't go down. And traveling. The ball back over to the Chiefs.
Jack Simpson took it away from Cameron Johnson, but called for the travel. Keep your eye on Cameron Johnson rebounding tonight, averaging a double-double, 19 points, 10 rebounds. Most of his games are double-doubles.
Now a foul as the ball is thrown in bounds, whistled by Jim Lawrence.
He scored as many as 32 points in a game that came against Troy Buchanan. He's had as many as 17 rebounds in a game.
Foul there on Thomas Whitaker. First foul of the night. Comes into Bussell. Just a little off. Coming out long to Joey Harbor. And across to the corner of Whitaker, and he gets an extra step in.
In this matchup at Drury last year, Joey Harbor led Glendale with 22 points. Ryan Rippey led the Chiefs with 18. Kickapoo won 83-67. They led 41-30 at halftime.
Glendale is coming off of wins in the last week over Camdenton on the road last Friday. 67-42. They beat West Plains 77-72 last Tuesday. Friedman coming the other way for Glendale. Out it goes to Whitaker. There's a three.
His 21st of the year. Whitaker, a 42% shooter from three-point range. He is the non-senior starter. He is just a junior.
A pair of threes now for the Falcons. Into Ward. Kind of forced it. Cam Johnson had it knocked away. Little sliding there, but Simpson wasn't in control. Now it's Thornhill to hit. Off and running. Not a packed house tonight at Drury, but a spirited crowd. Big student sections on both ends. Here goes Harbor. Oh, man, is he lighting it up. This is the kid that had 30 against Nixa.
Including 8 for 11 from three-point range that night.
Coming off a 20-point game against Camdenton on Friday.
With 6 threes in that game against the Lakers.
Here goes Ward, and that's off. The rebound to Betlock at 5'5". He'll look down to Johnson, but it's off and out of bounds. Hunter Stark headed in for Kickapoo. He can light it up from three at times.
Definitely a three-point shooter. 25 for 86 from three-point range. Only 2 out of 4 from two-point range.
Kickapoo has won 2 straight, including a win over Camdenton, 70-38 last Tuesday. They barely got by Lebanon at Kickapoo Friday night, 64-63. Lebanon can be scrappy at times. They had Willard down by 17 in the third quarter back in December, and Willard came back to win. Glendale on the move, 2-on-2. Betlock for Harbor. And a foul for 3 shots.
Jack Simpson moved in on the body and picks up his first personal foul.
Little push, and the lean really came from Harbor, but called a 3-shot foul. Harbor shoots 74% at the line and averages 15 a game. Well, there you go.
Kickapoo a little bit better free throw shooting team. They're at 72% on the year. Glendale at 69%.
Here comes Tyson Batiste in for the Chiefs. The freshman replaces the other freshman, Jack Simpson.
Don, you look at the lineup for Glendale, there are 8 seniors. You look at the lineup for Kickapoo, there are 4 seniors. And you just wonder how much the senior leadership for the Falcons can carry them tonight. They just seem to be a little bit more experienced ball club.
Glendale out to an 11-4 start to this game after half a quarter. Drive by Thornhill, and he committed really early there and gets the charge.
He said he really committed early, and Thomas Whittock there easily in time to draw the charge.
These Falcons were 23-4 last year, but Kickapoo knocked them out of the district tournament in the semifinals with the 80-69 win. Here goes Betlock, and that's short. Rebound to Friedman, into traffic, and Thornhill intercepts.
Those district semifinals last year, both the number 1 and 2 seeds lost in the semis. 4th seed Branson over top seed Nixa, 62-54, and you mentioned 3rd seed Kickapoo beating 2nd seed Glendale. Branson went on to beat Kickapoo in the district championship 73-68 in overtime last year at Nixa.
Hunter Stark. There's Rippey, the rebound. Count it, and the foul on Betlock. First 2 for Rippey.
Rippey averaging 6 rebounds per game using his big size at 6'6", those long arms, nice offensive rebound and putback. He is a 79% free throw shooter. Gets to the line a lot, 135 for 171.
It was thought that these two teams would have a good chance of matching up in the championship of the Glendale Winter Classic in January. But a really good Carthage team spoiled that by beating Kickapoo in the semifinals.
It was a 4-point play by Carthage's Kyle Reed with 7/10 of a second left in the game that spoiled that matchup.
Friedman now with his first two. Falcons up 13-7.
That's tough to lose a game on a 4-point play with less than a second.
And just almost unheard of. It's so rare that you hear that happening. Hunter Stark. In and out and back in for three. 26th three of the year. Now Betlock again. There's some net.
His 12th three, and he is a 65% shooter from three-point range this year.
4 threes already for Glendale.
As we say in the outset, both teams hit 8 threes in the matchup here at Drury a year ago.
Rip wants 3. Not this time. Stark didn't see Betlock coming, but he'll get fouled and he'll shoot 3.
Second personal on Nolan Betlock, who pleads his case toward official Derek Cofield. Coming from behind. Did he get all ball or did he get a little body on top?
Stark.
He's only been to the free throw line 6 times, but he's made 5 out of 6.
Got the first. And Betlock had left the court briefly.
He's not allowed to sub out until after the second of 3 free throws.
So yeah, Stark adding to his free throw attempts for the season by 50% here, from 6 to 9. And here comes a sub in for Glendale. It's Thomas Halter, who had been starting a lot of the early part of the season. Halter is another Falcon senior. Been kind of banged up and beat up here through the course of the year. Harbor rattles it out. Rebound for Bussell. Oh, Batiste almost dragged the pivot foot. Batiste back into Ward. Chris Ward will shoot. Cam Johnson gets his first. 4th Glendale team foul. Chiefs have committed 2 thus far.
This matchup last year, Kickapoo went to line 25 times in the game, making only 15 for 60%. Glendale was 11 for 15 for 73%. Ward has got a nice touch for a big guy.
For Ward, here comes Jack Simpson back in, and Thornhill comes out. Just 3 games left in the regular season for the area Class 4 and 5 teams now. Kickapoo with Joplin, Rolla, and Waynesville left on the schedule after tonight. Glendale has Parkview, Joplin, and Rolla still to go. District play after that, which will be here after the opening round games are played at Glendale on Sunday the 18th and Monday the 20th. Girls semis, boys semis here on the Tuesday and Wednesday of District Week. Both championship games on Friday night, the 24th. Here goes Halter, and in.
Halter is just a courageous young man. He's going to face maybe up to 4 surgeries at the end of this year, perhaps on both shoulders, a wrist. He is just
and a knee.
And a knee.
The 2 for Bussell makes it a 2-point game in the final seconds. Friedman better get it in gear. And Glendale missed a chance. And it's a 2-point game at the quarter break. Glendale 18, Kickapoo 16.
Why do so many people love Mediacom digital cable? Simple. On demand lets you watch shows from ABC, NBC, Fox, and more. Free, anytime, without boundaries. Plus up to 50 HD channels included, and Stars and Encore. Boundary-free TV with On Demand and Stars, just $7.95 a month for a year. Dial 877-822-2253. Mediacom, the power to simplify.
Meet some of the experts in human motion at Cox Health. Using the most advanced technology, they are a world-class team of orthopedic surgeons and physiatrists, offering innovative sports medicine and rehabilitation, a premier fitness and rehab facility, and the region's only orthopedic hospital. It's the expertise to keep you moving.
Well, Sean Williamson's Glendale Falcons led by as many as 7 early on at 11-4. Kickapoo with a nice comeback and run to cut the margin to 2 as we go to the second quarter. And here is Mike McClure.
Don, thank you very much. Glendale basketball will be Thomas Whitaker. And Kickapoo will stay in that matchup 2-3 zone. Chris Ward there blocking up the lower portion of the paint. Johnson taking it right at Ward. First bucket for Johnson, who last year averaged 15 points and 9 rebounds. He hit 70% from the field last year. He is hitting 71% from the field this season. Incredible percentage shooting for Cameron Johnson. Here is Ward to get the and one on Johnson, who picks up his second personal foul.
Big foul there. Cam Johnson getting number 2. On the other end, a while ago, Chris Ward kind of let Cam just blow by him. But on this end, Ward returns the favor and picks up the contact.
Ward averaging 9 points per game. There is point number 7 already this evening. Nice job by Kickapoo, 6 for 7 from the free throw line. Kickapoo hasn't led since the first basket of the game. Staying in the 2-3. Deep 3 by Halter. Out of bounds to the Chiefs. Kickapoo averages 69 points per game. Glendale averaging 72. Chiefs allowing about 58 points per their opponents, while Glendale gives up about 63. Kickapoo 5-2 on neutral floors this year. Glendale surprisingly 2-5 on neutral floors.
They had a tough time in the Tournament of Champions.
Yep. Inside to Rippey. Ryan with 5 and Kickapoo with their first lead since 2-0. They lost to Westbury Christian, 72-58. Lost to Sylvan Hills from Sherwood, Arkansas, 80-50. The 50 points the fewest scored this season by Glendale. And then they lost to St. Rita, 65-60. There's a 3 for Friedman. His 12th of the year.
The 4th different Falcon to hit a 3 already.
And a takeaway by Friedman. Blake with 7.
That's a quick 5-point play for Blake Friedman.
Behind the back, taken away by Friedman for the and one.
He may run an 8-point play here.
Friedman with a great job as he anticipated that behind-the-back dribble from Jack Simpson. Stepped in, stole it right there, and then gets fouled by Simpson, who picks up his second personal. That's as good as it gets for Blake Friedman. Well, he's human. He missed a free throw.
Well, he hit a 3-pointer, then he got a layup, and then he got the layup in the and one and missed it.
Quick whistle at the other end by referee Jim Davidson. Joey Harbor with his first.
Kind of a new look for Joey Harbor. Got the tight haircut.
6th team foul on the Falcons. Kickapoo 3 team fouls. Here's Thornhill. And Johnson leading the break. Stop and go move by Whitaker. These two schools have combined to win 32 district titles, 17 for Kickapoo, 15 for Glendale, 30 Ozark Conference titles, 15 for each school. Harbor almost has it taken away. Now it is taken away by Chris Ward.
District seating this year is Saturday morning at 9 o'clock at Glendale.
Foul inside on the Falcons will be their 17th foul and send Kickapoo to the line.
Friedman's first. The way it looks right now, Nixa, the overwhelming #1. They lost their first game of the year to Columbia Rockbridge and haven't lost since. They got a tough game at Carthage tonight. And then you've got Parkview or Glendale maybe is the 2 seed if Glendale wins here tonight, for example, and Parkview owns a win over Kickapoo. And Glendale Parkview will see each other this Friday, the night before the seeding, so that might be for the #2 seed.
If there's any question, Rippey hits both free throws. He has 7 points. Kickapoo back to within 4.
Well, if Kickapoo drops this game, they're probably the #4 seed, Ozark 5 and Branson 6.
There's the first personal foul on Chris Ward for going over the back. Just the importance of being either the 1 or 2 seed in a 6-team district, having only to win 2 games instead of having to win 3. Getting buys in the quarterfinal round if you're a 1 or a 2 seed.
And no pushovers in those 5 and 6 slots either with Ozark and Branson if it turns out that way.
Johnson got inside position on Ward. And the 4. Chiefs in a hurry at the offensive end. Tyson Batiste harassed by Joey Harbor. Stark, Thornhill, great dish to Rippey. Beautiful pass from Ryan Thornhill.
That puts Rip at 1,350 career points. Closing in on first place, Kyle Kirk. Second place, Billy Brent on Kickapoo's scoring list.
Another takeaway by Ward. And he passed Devin Mitchell, who's now 4th on that list. Devin, 1,321 career points.
Brian Helming 5th at 1,311.
Tyson Batiste with the floater down the middle of the lane for his first basket.
Just when you think Glendale might string some things together and get a little separation, Kickapoo comes right back.
Stepping into a 3, but missing was Friedman.
Now they can tie or get the lead.
Friedman also the team leader for the Falcons in assists and steals this year. Takeaway by Harbor. Looking for another red jersey. That is a forced 3. That is not a good shot. Chiefs with the rebound. Rippey.
No basket.
Foul on the floor before the shot.
They'll call it on Whitaker, and Johnson was right there. If they called the foul on Thomas Whitaker, it would be his second instead of what potentially could have been Cam Johnson's 3rd.
Ryan probably should have passed to Chris Ward. He was wide open at the left block.
May not have been able to see him there. He was screened out.
So the second on Whitaker. Rippey at the line for the Chiefs for a 1-and-1. Not able to convert. And Rippey, a very, very good baseball player as well. See where his path will go, his college future, and which sport. Here's Betlock. His second triple. A big basket. Back to a 2-possession lead, 32-27 Falcons as we're going to 3 minutes to go in the first half. Rippey stripped by Friedman. And Ryan with a frustration foul in the backcourt. His first. Kickapoo with 2 losses this year to the Nixa Eagles. The championship game of the Blue and Gold tournament in the Blue Division, 75-65 back on December 29th. Kickapoo shot 68% from the field in the first half, 13 for 19, but then missed their first 7 shots of the third quarter. Nixa went on to the win. Rippey inside, contact, no foul, and Ryan gets the basket.
If anything, that would have been on Betlock for not giving him room to come down. But a good no call.
And we had their matchup here on MC22 on January 17th when Nixa held on for the 2-point win, 74-72 at Kickapoo. Two minutes to go in the second. Cameron Johnson, a little too strong that time. Johnson going to play college football at Winona State. Full timeout taken by Kickapoo head coach Dick Rippey.
You can check our channel out on Facebook and Twitter on the social media. Our Facebook page for Mediacom Connections Channel 22. Follow us on Twitter at Connections22. You can follow me at Don West Sports and get lots of scores and no garbage, I promise.
When Kickapoo opened in the fall of 1971, the building wasn't finished due to a construction strike. So would-be Kickapoo students attended Glendale for the first semester of that school year.
I wonder how that went for them.
Yeah, Glendale students were forced to attend classes later in the day while the Kickapoo students went in the morning. And thus the rivalry began.
Kicked out of their own school by the new school, Kickapoo. It's been 40 years.
Obviously, the players are such a part of this, but Don, just think about the coaches in this rivalry. For Glendale, Jack Roberts, the Glendale coach from 63 to 84, he died a little over a year ago, January 6, 2011. Mike Keltner from 84 through 99, Steve Hesser, 99 through 04, Sean Williamson from 04 to the present. And for the Kickapoo, of course, how can you not think about Roy Green, his run from 83 through 09, and Dick Rippey replacing Roy Green. Started out with Lyle Middleton as the first coach, 71 through 75. Oh, Thornhill, that's going to be a travel.
No foul there. And the other Kickapoo coach in their history, Mike, was John Rotenberry, and we hear that John is not doing well, and we certainly wish him the best. He's a big fan of our games. He watches everything we do, and John Rotenberry, if you're out there tonight, we certainly hope you have a recovery, sir.
These two schools, the only area schools to win a title in the Bass Pro Tournament of Champions. Glendale in 94, Kickapoo in 2005. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Johnson, oh, what a pass from Friedman. Johnson with 6. Inside to Rippey. Glendale with no answer right now. Rippey with 13 in the first half. 10 of those here in the second quarter. So of the 15 Glendale points, Rippey with 10 of those. Of the 15 Kickapoo points, Rippey with 10. And now the Chiefs back defensively. Well, Sean Williamson wants to pull it out and force Glendale to have Kickapoo try to come out defensively. We'll see if Dick Rippey wants to stay back for the last 30 seconds.
Stay back. No need to press the issue here.
You hear the Glendale students yelling scoreboard. This is always such a great part of the rivalry is to listen to the two student bodies go back and forth. It's all good. Possession arrow favors Kickapoo. There's not a held ball here in the last 11 seconds. Glendale will start it up with Betlock. Friedman in double figures with 11. Big basket for Blake Friedman on a 13-point per game average. He finishes the first 16 minutes with 11, and the Falcons take a 5-point lead to the locker room here at the break.
Hi, this is Mike Pace. Tune in to MC22 to get the best seat in the house for this season of Drury basketball. Watch all season long as your Drury Panthers and Lady Panthers try to rise to the top of the Great Lakes Valley Conference again. Join Don West, Tom Mast, and the MC22 team as they'll bring you more than 10 games this season live from the O'Reilly Family Event Center. Drury Panther and Lady Panther basketball. Catch it only on MC22.
When I first came to Harshman Chiropractic, I experienced lower back pain. With my job, I do a lot of sitting, and it was very uncomfortable for me to sit for long periods of time. Since coming to Harshman Chiropractic, I no longer have that pain. I am able to sleep consistently without lower back pain. I am also able to sit for longer periods of time comfortably. Overall quality of life has been significantly improved.
Call us today for a free consultation, and let's see if chiropractic can help you.
Welcome to the Harshman Chiropractic Clinic halftime show. Harshman Chiropractic Clinic, a state-of-the-art facility that will help you discover the true wellness lifestyle. Give them a call at 417-862-1922. At the half here at the O'Reilly Family Event Center, it is 36-31, the Glendale Falcons with the lead over the Kickapoo Chiefs. Kickapoo Glendale week for us here on MC22, a week we love every year. Last night, the girls matchup. Tonight, a great first half to this boys matchup. Glendale would extend it out a little bit. The Chiefs had an answer for most of it before Glendale got that last basket.
Glendale hit 6 three-point baskets in the first half. We talked about both teams hitting about 38% from three-point range. Kickapoo just the 1 3-point basket. Glendale just seemed to be a little quicker, a little better shooting basketball team in the first half than the Kickapoo Chiefs.
Blake Friedman ends up with 11 points, including the last 2 there for Glendale to lead the way for the Falcons, and Ryan Rippey 13 to set the pace for the Kickapoo Chiefs. It really could have been about anybody for Glendale in that stretch run, the way Harbor was shooting early on. Cameron Johnson got his before he got a couple of fouls, and Nolan Betlock hit a couple of threes.
And not a lot of substitutions for either teams. I mean, the guys that were out on the floor were gassed at the end of the first half. You could tell this game means a lot to both teams.
Yeah, Glendale only played 6 and Kickapoo just 7, and that's kind of the MO for both coaches, the way their seasons have played out, is to keep the numbers down on those that play, and that's kind of what they did too.
Both teams did a pretty decent job of staying out of foul trouble, so I don't think either coach has to worry about that early in the second half. Free throws will be a key down the stretch unless somebody just gets red hot from three-point range, and obviously that can happen for either club, Kickapoo or Glendale.
All right, so we will take a timeout with Glendale leading it 36-31, and we'll have a look at some highlights when we come back to the O'Reilly Family Event Center. First replay times Thursday and Friday afternoon at 2:30 on the heels of the replay of the girls game between these schools, which will start at 1 o'clock on both of those days. Falcons by 5 at the half.
Why is Mediacom the better high-speed service for you? Because you can stream shows online, game with friends, email, and Facebook easily at the same time. And that kind of power you won't find just anywhere. Always faster internet, starting at just $9.95 a month for a year, including free Wi-Fi. Dial 877-822-2253. Mediacom, the power to simplify.
Meet some of the experts in human motion at Cox Health. Using the most advanced technology, they are a world-class team of orthopedic surgeons and physiatrists, offering innovative sports medicine and rehabilitation, a premier fitness and rehab facility, and the region's only orthopedic hospital. It's the expertise to keep you moving.
Megan Dynas in the crowd tonight after the Glendale Lady Falcons got a nice win over the Kickapoo Lady Chiefs last night out at Glendale, part of our TV coverage of Kickapoo Glendale week this week here on MC22. And it was a very good half for both teams, and time to look at some highlights from the first half as the Glendale Falcons built a 36-31 lead over the Chiefs, and we saw a lot of threes early on for Glendale.
We sure did. Nolan Betlock hit a couple. Joey Harbor hit a couple. Blake Friedman hit one. Yeah, their outside shooting was the difference. They only got to the free throw line 3 times. Glendale made 2 out of 3. Kickapoo goes 8 for 10 from the charity stripe in the first 16 minutes.
Chris Ward with 7 big points as well, and he hit some free throws.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch the matchup between Johnson and Ward, those 2 big guys guarding each other at both ends of the floor, and again how both guys have managed to stay out of foul trouble. Good job by the officials tonight. The guys in the stripes letting the kids play. It's been a relatively clean basketball game.
All right, now some highlights of the first half of this one. Glendale with a 5-point advantage over the Kickapoo Chiefs.
There's Chris Ward inside. He's had 7 points, 4 in the first quarter. Here is the bombing by Joey Harbor. He knocked down 2 threes. The scrum at midcourt. Ryan Thornhill with the acrobatic move off the glass. And we saw the great steal here by Friedman, anticipating the behind-the-back dribble from Jack Simpson. That was for the and one. That was his string of 7 points in a row. Ryan Rippey hitting the basket. Another 3-ball there for Harbor. Chris Ward, we talked about the matchup inside on Cam Johnson. How about Hunter Stark rattling in a 3 from the top of the key for Kickapoo. Nolan Betlock able to answer with a 3 of his own. He hit a 3 in each quarter.
We will next be with you with our final regular season high school basketball telecast of the year. It will be right here at the O'Reilly Family Event Center, and the night of Friday, February 17th in a doubleheader with the Greenwood Blue Jays and the Catholic Fighting Irish. The girls game will be first at 6 o'clock. Boys game to follow at 7:30, and we'll have live TV here on MC22 of the small school clash here in Springfield, Greenwood and Catholic the night of Friday, February 17th. And then we'll look ahead to postseason after that. These teams both might be involved. We'll see. Glendale leads it by 5 as we head for the second half.
Hi, Mike Pace here for MC22. A strong artistic community makes Springfield its home. And MC22 supports the arts with exclusive TV coverage of the Springfield Symphony. All year, we'll take you inside Juanita K. Hammond's Hall for performances by the Springfield Symphony and guest artists. You won't want to miss a single concert that promises to enthrall and captivate audiences. Go to MC22.net for a list of concerts and catch it only on MC22.
Hi, I'm Dr. Harshman, Harshman Chiropractic Clinic. You know, you don't have to live with pain.
I had back pain for years before I came to a chiropractor, and the thing that held me back was the fear. But the pain that I had was only the pain I had before I came here. After that, I had no pain. Dr. Harshman and his staff are all very friendly and cheerful, and it's a pleasant experience to come here.
Call us today for a free consultation, and let's see if chiropractic can help you.
Sometimes, small ideas grow into big solutions. Like eco-billing from Mediacom. It saves you time and money and helps the earth breathe a little easier too. That's because when you go paperless, Mediacom, in partnership with the Arbor Day Foundation, will plant a tree for everyone who signs up. It's a simple way we can make the world just a little bit greener. Learn more and sign up now at MediacomCable.com.
Glendale up 36-31 as we gear up for the second half here at the O'Reilly Family Event Center. Glendale had the lead for a lot of the first quarter except for the first basket. Then Kickapoo with a brief lead there, Mike, in the second quarter, but for the most part, the Falcons have been on top.
Well, that brief lead was 21-20, and then we saw the Blake Friedman show as he scored literally 7 points in a row in a hurry for the Falcons to put Glendale back up 27-21. 6-point lead, and they end up with a 5-point lead as we get set for the start of the second half.
So some of the rest of the scoring after Rippey's 13, Ward's 7 for Kickapoo. Bussell, Thornhill, and Batiste with 2 each, and Hunter Stark had 5. And for Glendale, after Friedman's 11, Cam Johnson with 6, Betlock 6 on a pair of threes, Harbor 8, Whitaker hit a 3, and Thomas Halter with 2. Online, you can find us at mc22.net. You get a schedule of our replay times, live sporting events like this one. You can find it all online. Find your favorite game at mc22.net. So Falcons by 5, and it is Kickapoo's ball to try to close the gap for Dick Rippey's Chiefs into the third, and here again is Mike.
Okay, done. Ryan Thornhill will be guarded by Nolan Betlock. Coming off the screen is Rippey. Man-to-man defense by the Falcons. An open jumper for Halter, knocks down the three. Tyler Bussell knocks down the three. Bussell with 5. He is a 48% shooter from beyond the arc. His team leading 38th, 3 of the year. And he has been red hot the last 5 games, averaging 17 points in those 5. But as we mentioned, just 5 so far tonight. Kickapoo again opening up in a 2-3 zone. Tough shot for Friedman, circles around. Rippey with the board. Chiefs can tie it with a deuce, and Rippey does exactly that. Ryan with 15.
All right, the game is on now.
That was the first tie of the night. First 5 points of the third quarter go to the Chiefs. Out at midcourt, last touch by Glendale. Nolan Betlock quickly back in. Thomas Halter back in. Actually, Betlock headed to the bench. It's Halter in for him. Sean not happy with his team's play in the first minute and 15 seconds.
Well, a 3 and a 2 for the Chiefs to get it knotted up. Didn't take long.
Thornhill a little too far under the basket. Here's Johnson leading the break the other way. Halter, not quite. Rippey, a nice fake of the long-range shot, and Ward muscling inside. It's going to be a foul on Rippey for going over the back. Brian's second. Brian Rippey in the final 2 matchups last year. Here a year ago at Drury, led Kickapoo with 18, and then in the district semifinals at Nixa, he led the Chiefs with 22 points. Halter, nice feed to Johnson. Johnson now with 8. So again, Kickapoo, their only lead, 2-0 in the first quarter, 21-20 the one time in the second quarter. Bussell will go to the free throw line, fouled by Thomas Whitaker.
Whitaker just couldn't stop, and Bussell, I thought, was going to be laid out flat on his face on the floor there.
The third on Whitaker.
How many times do you see 3 3-shot fouls in a game, Mike? Third one tonight.
Tyler Bussell, an 80% foul shooter, 67 for 84. It's the first. This to tie it. And we'll see if he can hit the trifecta. Got all 3, and Kickapoo with the lead. Kickapoo 11 for 13 from the foul line. Chiefs by 1, Falcons with the basketball. Bussell fell down. Halter on the baseline, back out to Johnson. See if Harbor can get hot again. Not really looking for his shot right now. Glendale very patient offensively. Whitaker to Johnson. This is about as long as Glendale has held it in a possession.
Good work by Ward on the inside defensively here in this zone for Kickapoo.
He is literally clogging up the middle, but Johnson takes it right at him.
There you
Blocked
go.
by Ward. Thornhill threading the needle for Simpson.
How did he get it to Jack Simpson?
First basket for Jack Simpson, a 57% shooter from the field. Kickapoo with their biggest lead at 3. Foul called by the outer official, Jim Davidson.
That'll be the 3rd on Simpson.
Well, he has 3. Thomas Whitaker for Glendale with 3.
Yeah, so that kind of balances that scale there.
Simpson out, Tyson Batiste in for Kickapoo.
And Whitaker's still out there right now for Glendale.
Blake Friedman will trigger it in. Johnson trying to again drive on Ward. He blocked the last one and definitely altered the shot that time that missed.
Hasn't Chris Ward gotten tougher this year as the season's moved along? Look at him in there.
Tough shot on the baseline. 53% field goal shooter, Ward with 9. 43-38, so this is 7 unanswered by Kickapoo. Tough shot for Friedman, who is fouled. I think that wasn't Friedman who was fouled.
Harbor to shoot.
Got fouled, right.
Should be 2 on Thornhill.
His first free throw, no good for Harbor. Just a 4th trip to the line for Glendale tonight. Here comes Nolan Betlock back in, replacing Thomas Whitaker. Big discrepancy in free throws. Kickapoo 11 for 13, Glendale 2 for 4. Harbor got the second, 74% free throw shooter, Joey with 9. That will end the string of 7 unanswered for the Chiefs.
Total fouls are pretty close. 9 on Glendale, 8 on Kickapoo.
Ward, that's, missed the bunny. Dick Rippey would love to have that one back. Knocked out by the Falcons.
Just a lot more shooting fouls tonight for Kickapoo so far.
Thornhill will trigger it in. Falcons by 4. Rippey held by Blake Friedman. Blake with his 2nd personal foul.
Call this a 2-shot foul. Friedman fouling Rippey for 2. Rip kind of walking something off here as he approaches the foul line. May not be ready yet. He says he's good.
Ryan with 16 for the first made free throw. Here's Hunter Stark and for Chris Ward. He got them both. He has 17. And a 6-point lead for Kickapoo. Just over 3 minutes left in the 3rd. Straight on 3 for Halter. And the 3-point shots not falling now for the Falcons after they knocked down 6 in the first half. Chiefs looking for the hammer. Bustle. With 11-9 here in the 3rd quarter. Since the 36-all tie, an 11-3 run for Kickapoo. Here's a miss by Johnson. Stark missing from long range. Hillcrest leading Joplin 31-28. Those aren't conference game tonight. Betlock to Friedman. Kickapoo trying to solve this 2-3 zone. Harbor can't get on track. Johnson with a nice follow. Timeout Falcons. And Johnson in double figures with 10 points.
It's the first timeout of the night for Sean Williamson, and Dick Rippey's only called one, so there will be plenty of strategy here as this one finishes up in the third quarter.
Harbor got a good look. Look at those long arms of Cameron Johnson come in for the follow.
First field goal there for Glendale since the one that put them ahead 38-36 after that 36 all tie, and then Kickapoo went on the nice run.
Since the Bass Pro Tournament of Champions, Glendale has not lost a game. They've won 7 in a row. Wins over Lebanon, Neosho, St. Louis Christian, Carthage, Waynesville, West Plains, and Camdenton. What a big ball game Friday when the Falcons meet the Parkview Vikings. We bring this up every year, and of course we keep adding to the total, but the history of Glendale basketball, only 2 losing seasons in 48 years. Just an incredible run of success for the Glendale basketball program.
2 state championships for Kickapoo, 03 and 06.
Here's a takeaway by Harbor. Betlock back to Harbor, steps into the 3. Deflected back out to Harbor. Halter. Threes just aren't falling right now for Sean Williamson's club.
They're kind of living or dying by it. And right now, it's not working.
Bustle. Ward. Little soft set shot. Chris with 11. Now a 9-point lead, biggest of the night for Kickapoo.
It's 19-5 in the third quarter.
Talked about Kickapoo's 2 state championships. Glendale 4th place in the state in 1986 and 1990. Those teams coached by Mike Keltner, who is here tonight. His son Connor is a senior, a member of the Glendale team. Ward with Pope, Bustle with the steal. Kickapoos came out hot, scored 5 quick points to tie the game at 36. This third quarter has been dominated by the Chiefs. Dick Rippey may want to hold for 1 shot unless they can get a layup here. The arrow favors the Falcons, so if there's no held ball here in the last 25 seconds, Glendale gets it to start the 4th. Near steal by Betlock. Tyson Batiste gets away to stop the 5 count. Rippey. Knocked out by Glendale with 5.7 seconds.
Whatever happens here, this has been a masterpiece of a quarter for Kickapoo.
Thomas Whitaker in for Thomas Halter. Brian Thornhill back in for Kickapoo, replacing Tyson Batiste. As you mentioned, 19-5 run for Kickapoo here in quarter number 3. What will they do here in the last 5 seconds? Finding Hunter Stark. Rippey. Award on the tip. Oh, wide open and missed it. And had time to kind of set himself, but couldn't get it to go down. But the Chiefs, nevertheless, take a 9-point lead into the final 8 minutes.
Hi, I'm Dr. Harshman, Harshman Chiropractic Clinic. You know, you don't have to live with pain.
I had back pain for years before I came to a chiropractor, and the thing that held me back was the fear. But the pain that I had was only the pain I had before I came here. After that, I had no pain. Dr. Harshman and his staff are all very friendly and cheerful, and it's a pleasant experience to come here.
Call us today for a free consultation, and let's see if chiropractic can help you.
Searching through the web for local information takes more than a few clicks. Until now. With Rabbit.com, you'll see only local business search results in fewer clicks. Plus, Rabbit's a community with reviews, deals, and videos for businesses right around your corner. Rabbit knows where you live and all the best places to eat, shop, and play. Rabbit makes it click. Log on today and you'll be registered to win an Apple iPad when you participate in the Rabbit community.
Student body having fun tonight. Kickapoo leading Glendale 50-41 heading into the fourth quarter. Boy, can the Falcons come back from this 9-point deficit? Here's Don West to tell you all about it.
Yeah, after getting pounded 19-5 in the third quarter, now it's on these Falcons to, if they keep going to the well from the three-point line, they're going to have to hit him. And now Cam Johnson gets fouled as he goes in.
Well, this might be an answer for Kickapoo's, for Glendale's problem with it. Get back in this game, go to the free throw line.
Rippey's third foul, and Cam Johnson, 10 points on the night. 2 free throws here.
72% free throw shooter.
Nixa with an 11-point lead over Carthage tonight. We told you that's a pretty good matchup. Nixa 41, Carthage 30 at halftime. Carthage may get the 1 seed in that district that they'll host this year. Willard is involved in that along with Central, Joplin, Neosho, and Webb City. Down low, good feed to Simpson from Ward.
Leading Catholic at halftime in a low-scoring game, 21-12.
That's COC small division play there.
A wasted possession for the Falcons that time on an errant pass.
Catholic has a tough game with Rogersville next week before they come here to play Greenwood in front of our cameras. Rippey with 19 now. An 11-point Kickapoo lead. Belloc nails a 3. He hit 2 in the first half, and he adds 1 here for 9 points. And the Chiefs throw it away. Hunter Stark is back in. Thomas Halter back in the game for Glendale.
Sean Williamson there. Graduate of Nixa High School, played 3 sports in the mid-80s. 2 years played baseball at Evangel University, a 2-year letterman.
Friedman for 3.
Watch out.
Back quickly, it's back to 5. Now Thornhill fighting off Betlock. And a foul. And they'll call it a shooting foul. Betlock cannot believe it.
He was not set.
Not set. I'm thinking they're called the hand out there, though. That might have been the part he thought he should have got away with. Here's Thornhill for 2. 65% at the line this year. First one off the mark.
Just the 3rd miss for Kickapoo tonight. 13 for 16 from the free throw line.
Gets 1 of 2.
7-point per game average. Thornhill with just 3 points this evening.
Across to Friedman. Well short. And Friedman comes away with the steal and the layup. And Dick Rippey wants timeout. That cuts it back to 4 with the Chiefs timeout on the floor. And that was a steal and layup that could have been called a foul here on Friedman, but wasn't. Lots of contact there.
Yeah. Had it, lost it. Like Friedman says, thank you very much. He has 16. We mentioned his season high 36 against Waynesville.
You score 36 in a game, you've done something right.
Okay. Joey Harbor just 9 points after a couple of threes in the first quarter.
Friedman 16 now to lead the Falcons.
So Harbor has hit at least one three-point basket in 20 of his 22 games this year.
Thornhill on the run, out to Rip for three. Off the mark. Falcons could cut it to 2 or 1 this time.
That was a little too fast of a possession that time for Kickapoo.
3 off the mark. Out long though to Whitaker, and another chance for Glendale.
Chiefs in their 2-3 zone.
That's not a good pass, intercepted. Thornhill comes in to pick it up, and Dick Rippey calls another timeout. This one will be a full.
Chris Ward and Tyson Batiste checking in.
This comes with 5:38 to go, so it's an 8-1 run for Glendale since Kickapoo had its 11-point lead not very long ago.
Well, once upon a time in this rivalry, we almost had father versus son. Mike Keltner was hired in March of 1984 to take over the Glendale program after Jack Roberts retired following the 83-84 season. However, instead of facing Ward Green at Kickapoo, he could have been coaching against his own father. Wayne Keltner had been a very successful head coach at Morrisville High School, but in the 1970s he was coaching at Cherokee Junior High, a Kickapoo feeder school. Twice filled out applications for the Kickapoo head coaching position before deciding against taking the job. As you talked about, next ball game, Greenwood versus Catholic here at the O'Reilly Family Event Center, Friday, February 17th. Girls, boys, doubleheader action.
Starting at 6 o'clock, and we'll have a very special broadcast of college basketball tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here on MC22. Wednesday night, live at 7 from the Mizzou Arena. Mike and I will bring you coverage of Missouri versus Iowa State women's basketball tomorrow night. Can't wait for that.
Hopefully all of the pyrotechnic smoke has left the upper part of the Mizzou Arena. If they had the fireworks for the introduction of the lineups. ESPN game day, everybody that was there, big win for the Mizzou Tigers over Kansas on Saturday night.
Here goes Thornhill. Can't spin it in, and then there's a rebound foul on Ward.
Late whistle from Jim Lawrence underneath the basket.
Ward's second foul. Team fouls now 5 on Kickapoo, 3 against Glendale. Mike Keltner is here tonight. Doesn't miss many games like this. They don't have to involve his old team. He just likes to come out and watch the good ones. And his son's on the roster.
Kicked ball on the baseline. Plenty of time for Glendale here.
Connor Keltner has battled mono this basketball season and not quite been full strength. Friedman cutting in and his foul. First foul on Fussell. 2 free throws coming for Blake Friedman.
Cam Johnson's been playing with a turf toe injury most of the basketball season.
That one stays out. And 1 out of 2 for Blake Friedman. Gets it to a 3-point margin. One thing Glendale has had the last few years, a dominating freshman program. In fact, they had back-to-back undefeated seasons of freshman ball. Knocked around here, and Glendale has it. Falcons are going to turn it up. Betlock in and blocked by Batiste.
Nice fake of the pass, but then Batiste there to swat it away. Love the ball fake, but Batiste, perfect defense.
Into Halter. That's a 3 for Halter to tie it up. Now a foul coming in against Batiste.
A 12-1 run. Kickapoo had an 11-point lead, 54-43. Oh my.
After a 19-5 Kickapoo third quarter. So this foul is on the floor, and it's Glendale's ball now in a tie game with 4:34 to go.
First on Batiste.
Out front. So the Glendale freshmen were 17-0 this year before they got beat on Saturday by West Plains. And a foul here now on Ward.
Dick Rippey not happy at all with that call.
The fake by Cam Johnson. Several fakes. A lot of ball up there. 2 for Cam Johnson.
The last Glendale lead, 36-34.
They got it back. The Glendale freshmen were 18-0 last year, 19-0 2 years ago. And until Saturday, they were 17-0 before West Plains beat them. Falcons back ahead. And Betlock leaning in on Batiste. That'll be Betlock's 4th.
Nice job by his teammate Cam Johnson to come in and kind of calm down Nolan Betlock. Only the 4th team foul on Glendale, so Kickapoo far from being in the 1-and-1.
Well, lob pass for no one, and Dick Rippey wanted a holding foul in there and didn't get it.
Giving his side of the story to referee Jim Davidson as he walked by.
To the top. Under 4 to play here at O'Reilly.
Chiefs still in their 2-3 zone. But look how Glendale has really spread out that zone. There are a lot of gaps in this defense right now. Kickapoo especially, Glendale especially, can get that ball to the free throw line. Watch the zone collapse, and that opens up the passing lanes to the baskets.
Over the top again here for Betlock, and Glendale in no hurry at all here. Friedman with a good look, and he hit. $10-0 the run for Glendale. Now a foul on Friedman. It is his 3rd. Foul situation. Betlock with 4, Friedman and Whitaker with 3 for Glendale. And on the Kickapoo side, no one has picked up their 4th. Ward, Simpson, and Rippey all have 3.
Harbor in, Whitaker out for Glendale.
Under 3 minutes. Into Rip. Lots of contact, and Ryan Rippey will have to earn them. If he does, he'll go over 20 points for the night. Sitting on 19. Cam Johnson gets his 3rd. Ryan Rippey. There's number 20. And no problem with number 21. A 2-point Glendale lead.
Again, the Falcons spread the floor, spread out this 2-3 zone. At what point will Dick Rippey switch to a man?
Thornhill sticking with Harbor. To the baseline and rejected by Ward.
Nice help defense by Chris Ward. Came in a little late, but still able to swat this Friedman attempt.
Quickly into Cam Johnson. And in. Under 2 to go in Glendale by 4. Inside. Rippey again. Timeout for the Chiefs with 1:47 left.
Well, Rippey 23 points, 10 here in the second half. He can post up down low. A 64% field goal shooter this year, a team high. A couple of different looks at the Rippey basket. Cam Johnson for Glendale, 16 points, 10 of those here in the second half. And boy, when Johnson gets hot, look at the St. Rita ball game in the Bass Pro Tournament of Champions. Johnson 11 for 13 from the field, 6 for 8 from the free throw line, 28 points in 23 minutes, 2 steals, an assist, and 9 rebounds. Again, a guy that averages a double-double, but there's a lot of nights Johnson goes like 10 out of 12, 11 out of 13 from the field.
No doubt. Friedman 19 tonight, and Cam Johnson 14. For the Falcons, Rippey 23 for the Chiefs, Ward 11, Bustle 11. Down to a minute 47 and nothing decided yet. So here we go. It will be Glendale's ball.
Glendale 8 for 11 from the free throw line, including 5 out of 6 here in the fourth quarter.
Betlock on the run. Friedman hangs on.
Sean Williamson says, take it out. He was screaming at his team to pull the ball back out.
Sean's got 3 timeouts left if he gets in trouble here. Dick Rippey has 2 remaining and a foul on Batiste. For 1-1 now for the Falcons. Hunter Stark, Chris Ward back in now. Nolan Betlock shooting the 1-1.
64% at the line this year. Has 9 tonight on a 6-point per game average. His season high 13 against both Fayetteville and St. Louis Christian.
Point night for the little guy Betlock. Just one.
Oh, Friedman almost came around the body of Chris Ward and stole it, but ran out of real estate.
So it'll be a single possession prospect here for Kickapoo. Down by 3 at 1:22.
Next Glendale foul will be their 7th. Got to get it down low to Rippey.
Stark wants the tie, and that's way off. Friedman. They'll clear the center line, and we drop under a minute to play. Oh, he's out of bounds. Harbor out of bounds. Critical mistake. And Kickapoo's ball still with just the 3-point deficit.
It better get in the hands of Ryan Rippey this possession.
Bustle all the way in, and it won't go. Rippey fighting for it, but it's taken by Friedman and a foul. So
Don, that's 2 possessions in a row. The forced three by Starr, and then the miss here by Bussell, but Rippey didn't even touch the ball with his team down by 3. I mean, let's face it, he is, I want to call him the franchise player, but obviously the key player for Kickapoo, and 2 missed opportunities for the Chiefs. Now with Blake Friedman at the line, could grow to a 2-possession lead.
Foul was on Bussell, and Friedman has a 20-point night. It's a 4-point difference, and now a foul.
They're going to get Thomas Halter for reaching in on Chris Ward. That is the 7th Glendale foul. He'll walk to the other end of the floor, and Ward will be at the line for a 1-and-1 with 38 seconds to play, and the Chiefs down by 4.
Points with a clock stop here for Kickapoo. Big chance. Simpson in for Stark. Ward with a 1-and-1. That was team foul number 7. He missed it. Cam Johnson on the rebound. 4-point Glendale lead. Knocked out of bounds. Falcon ball as Batiste replaces Ward.
Kickapoo can't wait too long to foul here. They don't get an early steal.
Betlock fouled by Jack Simpson. Nolan Betlock back to the line. Fourth on Simpson, and Betlock with 10 points. This will be double bonus now for Glendale.
Glendale 10 for 14 from the line tonight, 7 for 9 here in the 4th quarter.
Now a timeout for Sean Williamson will be a 30. So Glendale, after trailing 50-41 here at the start of the 4th quarter, it is a 23-9 4th quarter for Glendale after a 19-5 3rd quarter for Kickapoo.
Fans will remember that Kickapoo was up 54-43, had an 11-point lead, and I mean in the blink of an eye, it's tied at 55.
That fast. 28.5 to go, and Betlock to the line. $3,188.88. Stays out. 5-point difference. Kickapoo's got to hurry. Rippey goes for a 2 and gets fouled, and it won't go in.
Can you imagine if that had been an and 1?
Oh.
You know, with that much time left, you didn't have to have the 3 there, but you certainly needed to get at least 2 to make Ryan earn his from the free throw line.
Second foul on Halter. Rip wanted that one so badly, didn't go for it. Simpson back in. Ward out. One more for Rippey. Shooting for 25 is season average. Wouldn't go. Cam Johnson on the board. The foul on Simpson will be his 5th.
Well, Blake Friedman thinks this game is over.
Simpson to the bench. 4 points and some hard play. Will have to stay out there till the first free throw. Actually, with his 5th foul, he's out. Ward comes in and Stark comes in. So Johnson for the double bonus. If he hits either one of these, it'll be that much harder for the Chiefs. Already a 2-possession difference. For Johnson. And Glendale comes up for the ball, and this game's over. They will not count that. Final score, Glendale 68 and Kickapoo 60 at 27-10 fourth quarter for the Glendale Falcons as their fans storm the court. Coach Lee Squibb in the middle of all of it. The Falcons even the all-time series at 45 apiece for the 68-60 win over the Chiefs.
Meet some of the experts in human motion at Cox Health. Using the most advanced technology, they are a world-class team of orthopedic surgeons and physiatrists, offering innovative sports medicine and rehabilitation, a premier fitness and rehab facility, and the region's only orthopedic hospital. It's the expertise to keep you moving.
Hi, this is Mike Pace. MC22 is the only place to find live television coverage of high school basketball anywhere in the Ozarks. Join Don West and the MC22 team as we showcase the top teams, the biggest rivalries, and the rising stars of Southwest Missouri. Take a look at this season's TV schedule and find your team. Watch high school basketball every week right here. Catch it only on MC22.
I'd had a pretty serious injury last year. After that recovery and most of this year, it'd been hard to eat. I've been tired a lot, and I thought that was a new normal. After about 2 weeks, my metabolism is back to where it was maybe when I was a teenager. I can wake up, I'm awake, I'm ready to go. As it turns out, that's been the real recovery. Yeah, my neck's fine, and it's working just fine, but some of these other things are really quite wonderful.
Call us today for a free consultation, 862-1922.
Why do so many people love Mediacom digital cable? Simple. On demand lets you watch shows from ABC, NBC, Fox, and more. Free. Anytime. Without boundaries. Plus up to 50 HD channels included. And Stars and Encore. Boundary-free TV with On Demand and Stars, just $7.95 a month for a year. Dial 877-822-2253. Mediacom. The power to simplify.
The Glendale Falcons win it tonight 68-60 over Kickapoo. Glendale now 15-8 for the year. They are in control of the Ozark Conference at 6-0. Kickapoo now 16-7 and 4-2. What a battle tonight. Glendale led by 5 at halftime. Kickapoo came out and knocked the Falcons in the teeth in the third quarter to the tune of a 19-5 run, and Glendale answered that with a 27-10 fourth quarter to win it over the Chiefs tonight.
May have been a kick in the teeth, but I mean, it was a blow to the head by Glendale in the fourth quarter. 27 points, as you talked about. Great job by Sean Williamson's ball club to close this one out. Terrific job at the free throw line. And Glendale really cementing a high seed in the district. Obviously, need to take care of business Friday against the Parkview Vikings, but a big big win for the Glendale Falcons tonight over their arch rival.
Yeah, so that game's probably for the 2 seed Friday night now between Glendale and Parkview. Cameron Johnson, 20 points tonight. Ryan Rippey had 24 for the Kickapoo Chiefs. It's time now for our Play of the Game, sponsored by Ravid.com, where you can learn about local businesses, rate and review them, and get deals. Blake Friedman had a 7-0 run of his own in the first half, and this is part of that run.
It was after Kickapoo had taken a 21-20 lead. You look up and it's 27-21. Blake Friedman, 7 of his game-high 20 points tonight, our player of the game.
Friedman with 20, Cam Johnson also with 20, but Blake Friedman a couple of threes and a terrific game tonight for the Glendale Falcons, who improved to 15-7. Replay times on this game on MC22 Thursday and Friday afternoon at 2:30, following the Glendale Kickapoo girls game, which will air at 1 o'clock on Thursday and Friday, so back-to-back. And our next games on the high school level will be the Greenwood Catholic doubleheader, Friday night the 17th, 6 o'clock girls game, 7:30 boys game, the small school clash between the Irish and the Blue Jays. Remember, we'll have women's basketball on the college level Wednesday night live at 7, Mizzou and Iowa State from Mizzou Arena. But here tonight, the Glendale Falcons win it over the Kickapoo Chiefs 68-60. For Mike McClure, for Corey Riggs and our crew, I'm Don West. Thank you so much for joining us, and good night from the O'Reilly Family Event Center.